Hey guys, it's Emma here, and in today's video we're going to be doing a quick update video about what's been going on and why I've been sort of stuck in the same place for quite a while, but let's go! So things haven't been going very well with us and our boat for the past few months. We noticed that our boat every few weeks was overheating every time we tried and cruised, and this was a big problem because suddenly we would hear this really high-pitched squeaking going on and we didn't know what was happening, and we'd suddenly have to go and quickly moor somewhere, and then when we opened the board there'd be a bunch of smoke and steam coming out and we were really worried. We have a rescue plan with River Canal Rescue, so luckily we were covered and they could come out and help us. So originally we needed a end cap replaced on our engine, and we got that all fixed and sorted. We also figured out that our temperature sender wasn't working. It basically sends us and tells us how hot our engine is getting, and that wasn't moving at all. So when we were cruising and we were checking and it was staying about like 30%, it was broken, so it was actually going above that. So we got that fixed and it actually worked, so it could tell us when the temperature or the engine would overheat. We also had our water system flushed and cleaned, and we had our engine serviced, and we did this all out when we were at Thrupp. Since our boat is a bit old, we've always tried to keep on top of everything, so if a water pump would break, we would get it fixed as soon as possible. If something would go wrong with the engine and it needed replacing, we'd get that replaced. We always tried to keep on top of everything so that it wouldn't all pile up and be really expensive at the same time. So we just finished our cruise around the Oxford area, and we were starting to go back to Knapton locks and doing all those again and heading towards Braunston, but that's when everything started to go wrong. Our engine started overheating even more. So as we came out of Somerton Deep Lock, our engine overheated again, which had happened quite a few times. So after we had coming out of Somerton Deep Lock, we headed straight for Ainhoe, because there's like a car park and it's pretty easy to get RCR over here, so they can have a look and get to the bottom of what's actually going on. We spent quite a while trying to get to the actual root cause of the problem. We had been here already for quite a while, had a bunch of people come out, and no one really knew what was going on with the boat. And since the mooring we were on is a 48-hour mooring, right now since it's November, it's turned into 14-day mooring. But we had to contact the CRT, and since it's dangerous for us to move, since the engine just kept overheating, we broke down here and they let us stay here until we got our boat fixed. Luckily there is a water point here, and there's a car park, so we can get Tesco's deliveries, which was really good, and there's CRT bids, and we were really lucky to break down here with really great resources and just facilities, because we'd broken down in the middle of nowhere. We would have been in a bit of a trouble. So if you walk past our boat, you may think that we may just have stayed here overstaying and not really caring about if this is a 48-hour mooring or not, but it's actually dangerous for us to move since the engine could overheat and possibly explode if we're not careful. It can also be really hard to get experienced people out to look at your boat and to figure out what's wrong. We've been here for a very long time now, and when you do find somebody good, it can sometimes take quite a while for them to actually come out and have a look at your boat since they're so busy. We're getting everything done through River Canal Rescue and their canal contracting team. So one of the problems we have is that we seem to be losing water from our engine, and that was obviously an issue that we had to look into. So we didn't think that all the problems were coming from the engine, and when we looked closer, it looked like there was a leak coming from our skin tank. We decided that we needed our head gasket changed, so we've gotten that changed, and in order to do that we had to get our engine taken out. I will share some photos and footage of that actually happening, because it was actually quite a cool process to watch. So our engine has been taken out and looked at, and it was decided that we needed to get a reconditioned engine, just since our engine was beyond repair. While the engine has been out of the actual engine bay, we've had a welder come and look and to see what the problem is. And it looks like we'll need some quite extensive welding work done, since it's a bigger problem than we thought it was. So we're now just waiting for that work to be done, and now filming this video. We've been stuck in Eindhoven for about 2 months now. So we just wanted to update everybody. We're planning on doing a live next week, so I'm really looking forward to being able to talk to all of you. You can ask questions there, and we'll also just talk about some other stuff that's been happening while what we've been doing basically while I've been stuck in Eindhoven. And luckily we still got some footage of the Oxford Canal, so cruising videos are not stopping just yet. So now it's just about waiting and hoping that we can get our stuff fixed as soon as possible. And sometimes stuff just happens when with boating. Stuff can go wrong, and sometimes it can be really big when you thought it was just a small problem. But we'll obviously all update you on what's happening and when we can move. So after this video, if you did, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I do a video. And comment on my social medias, my Patreon, and my Gmail, thenarrowboatgirl@gmail.com, if you have any suggestions for me. And I also have a Canal Post address if you'd like to be in letters. But yeah, see you later. Bye!